The second type of muscle is expression muscle that can cover the face. One of the most important of this muscle is buccinator muscle, which is located in the buccal region. It's this muscle that is important for us in buccal region. In topoanatomy, I will explain you completely. Another muscle that also are the part of expression muscles are the orbicularis muscle, which is located around the lips or around the mouth. Also, we have zygomatico major, zygomatico minor, levator labis superioris, and also different types of expression muscles that in dentistry they are not very important. You just need to know that one of the most important and one of the deepest expression muscle is buccinator muscle. We also have another types of muscle which is not a part of mastication or expression muscle. They are responsible to keep the mouth open or for opening the mouth. So they should be in the lower jaw, because you know that we can move the lower jaw but we can't move the upper jaw. The mandible is movable but maxilla is not movable. That's why we have different types of muscle for opening the mouth. Uh-huh. Do you remember about the structure of the mandible that I told you we have different types of line for different types of muscles? If you don't know, please go and watch the anatomy of the mandible, please. Okay, one of the line that I told you was mylohyoid line, which is for mylohyoid muscle. This muscle is here. Okay, it's like a floor. Another muscle is digastric muscle. A bit below the mylohyoid muscle, we have another line for this muscle, for digastric muscle. This digastric muscle has two parts, anterior part of the digastric and posterior part. We call it anterior belly of digastric muscle and posterior belly of digastric muscle. And it's another view. This is anterior belly and this is posterior belly. And also this one is the mylohyoid muscle. Okay. Another muscle that we have here are the group of muscles that attach to the root of the tongue. One of them is genioglossus muscle. And if you remember, in the posterior part of the body of the mandible, we have some tubercles that we call them genial tubercles for genioglossus muscle. This is genioglossus muscle, which starts from genial tubercles, which is located in the posterior part of the body of the mandible. It starts from here and then finally reach to the root of the tongue. We call it genioglossus muscle. Glus in Latin means tongue. That's why we call it genioglossus muscle. Another muscle here is hyoglossus muscle. It again start from some part and finally reach to the root of the tongue. That's why we call it hyoglossus muscle. So why hyo? Because it starts from hyoid bone. Hyoid bone is a kind of bone that is in the anterior part of our neck. It's this bone. And this hyoglossus muscle start from the lateral part of the hyoid bone and finally it reach to the root of the tongue. It's this part. Another muscle here is styloglossus muscle. Again, it will reach to the root of the tongue, but it starts from a styloid process. A styloid process is a part of temporal bone which is located below the external acoustic meatus. This part. Okay, so when you see some muscle that the name will end with glossus, it means finally they will reach to the root of the tongue. That's what we call them, glossus muscle. They are important for us for uh, keeping the mouth open, also for moving the tongue, because for mastication we need to move the tongue. That's why they are so important for us. This video was about the types of muscles. I hope that it will help you. Please like, share, and subscribe.